to shoot, baby.
Packed in your stack, especially in the back, brother. Wanna thank your mother for a butt like that. You're a shotgun. Hey, what's the fuck that say?
Who am I? You are a gift. I know it's been difficult for you lately that you feel different from other kids. You are different. After your dad and I got married, we prayed for a baby for so long. One night, someone listened. Brandon? You are special. We believe that you came here for a reason. He was in the barn.
Did he find it?
No. It was like he was drawn to it.
He may look like us. He's not like us.
Alright everybody, so today we are actually looking at Brightburn from the producer James Gunn and the director who brought us Guardians of the Galaxy. So, as you guys know, or at least some of you may know, I'm not 100% on this, but from what I understand, he actually got removed from Disney, so he actually decided he wants to come over to kind of like a DC thing, saying what if Superman was bad. But before I get too deep into it, let's start the pictures. Alright, so right here we actually have who they call Brandon Byer. That's Mrs. Byer. I'm not sure of her first name yet. I looked her up on IMDb. I just found the actress. I could not find the actresses or the player or the person she's playing. But all I know is that her last name is Byer. Right there, the monologue behind this picture and the last picture is that she's actually letting him know, hey, you know, you're special, you're not like the other kids, like, a traditional Superman movie. Right here you actually see his name in the bottom right corner, Brandon, and under that it says Byer, so that's how you get his first name. And then you also get him drawing these symbols, which he couldn't necessarily, be drawing the Superman symbol, because from what I understand, it's actually like a copyright thing, a legal issue why they couldn't. But he's just drawing these symbols, which looks like maybe a spaceship or of some sort. And also, visionary director of Guardians of the Galaxy. Also, right here, you actually see on the mailbox it says Byer, and you actually see the meteor that little Brandon is coming in on. And I think that's about it. I had another thing, but I completely spaced it. If I remember, I'll come back to it. Also, right here, we actually have Miss Byer holding little Brandon while Mr. Byer is looking at her, explaining, we prayed for a child to come, and our prayers were answered by something. And if you notice in the bottom right, there's like this red smoke, which is actually from the spaceship. But if you also look on her arm, or like up by her right but her left breast, booby, titty, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's actually red. So from what I'm thinking personally is that the little Brandon's eyes are actually glowing red. All right, right here is where I really thought, oh shit, shit's about to go down. Reason being is because he is trying so hard to get into the or I guess you could say it's a crawl space, and the mom is horrified. Miss Byer is horrified. But why? My question is why didn't he just tear off the doors? Also, right here, we actually have Mr. Byer walking over to him, saying that, hey, he's not like us, while little Brandon over here is chewing on a damn fork. Right here, we actually see the first view of him levitating with, actually, if you can see, right here, this whole red spot is his cape blowing in the wind, and he's in front of the truck. I forgot whose truck he was in front of. I think it's actually the sheriff, I'm not 100% sure, or it's the neighbor. So right here we actually have, what happened was he's actually in a truck stop right now, and I guess he's getting ready to murder this woman, and he's scaring her by drawing his symbols all over the windows, all over the foggy windows. But right here you actually get a first look at little man's red eyes. He's actually in the window right here. It's hard to see just because due to the crappy resolution. Right here is the silhouette of his mother, and the lights are flickering on and off. But yes, he is floating in the window where, he's just staring at her. Right here we actually have him drawing his mask with his cape flying, and it looks like everything behind him is on fire. So from what I'm understanding, he's actually starting off bad. He's not, oh, well, I might be good, but I didn't get my cookies today, so I'm going to be bad. No, it seems like it's in his DNA. Like the Kryptonians, I guess you could say, is made him bad. Like he was bad from the start. It's a terrible race, etc. Also right here we actually have him hovering over the hatch, which these 3 red lights look like they would actually belong to the ship that he was trying to get to. But also right here, which is odd, it looks like he has no head, or it's just really dark, because it kind of seems like he actually has a silhouette of a head there. But other than that, it's just creepy. Right here we actually have him using his heat vision to get into the freezer, where the woman that was in the restaurant, she actually hid in the freezer while she was holding her left eye because he hurt her some way. And yeah, right now he's using his heat vision to cut through the doors. Also, he's pulling them off. You can actually kind of see him right over there. See his red hood right there, I guess you could see. You can see his red hood a little bit. Right here, you really get a look at him, and that, just looking at it, gives me the chills. It's freaky. I love it. It's just, oh, holy crap. That's hard to look at it. You can see his little glowing yellow eyes. Why they're yellow, I'm not 100% sure. It's a little off to me. But then you also see his cape around his shoulders. You see his cape around his shoulders, and then, you see him in his, his shirt that he's actually been wearing through a lot of the trailer, which I noticed. And I'm actually thinking along the lines of that all of this bad stuff is happening within a day. It's not over a week or something like that. It's actually within a day. Like maybe something happened and he's like, boom, I'm bad. Or he started off that way. I'm not 100% sure, but what will really get me into this movie is if they actually have him starting off bad, he's bad the entire time, and they have like good versions of DC villains going after him, saying like what's his Batman the White Knight, his version of the Joker, because the Joker has some comics of him being good, which would be really interesting. And right here we actually have him just using his superhuman speed and just going right after her, and just like at the very end you hear like a crunch, like he's eating her or he's just destroying her. Like he's not just killing her, choking her to death or stabbing her to death. No, he's like crunching her, like just destroying this poor woman. But as you know, it's called Brightburn. I really like the name, and honestly, I'm actually really excited to see this movie. Unlike some people, Mr. ZN Buzzer, you guys know him from a few past videos, but it also comes out Memorial Day 2019. I am so thankful for you guys to actually be watching this. We have 41 subscribers. When we hit 50 subscribers, I will do a 50 subscriber special of a specific trailer that I want to wait to do until we do it, because reason being is because I want to have this trailer being done with my fiance Justice. It will be crazy fun. We'll actually have a face cam of us reviewing from what we saw, reviewing the trailer. We've already watched the old version of this movie, and you will see what it is when I hit that 50 subscribers. But thank you again for all you watching. Please hit a like if you liked it, comment what you liked or disliked about it, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next friggin' video. Thank you so much.